Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Um, um, One Piece. This is chapter 697. This was a pretty good one, to say the least. More or less it takes off from last week. This one was called, if I can try to figure out what this one was called. Let me just say real quick. Deal. Now, I want to give this a 4. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I want to give it a 5 out of 5. But I think that might be too strongly. Too high to just simply give it a 4 out of 5. But this was a damn good chapter. Nevertheless, beginning part, we got Luffy talking to Law and saying Law was basically telling him, the whole thing with, and this is sorry. Law's basically telling him not to underestimate the 4 Yonkos, the emperors of the sea, the 4 emperors, and telling him you're overestimating them, and saying that, even Kaido, who Law wants to originally go after, defeating him with Luffy together is really only like a 30% chance they can defeat him. And that's basically what Law's telling Luffy about this situation. And Luffy's he's not taking it. He says, I see, then let's do it. And then we also find out, after that scene, Law is talking to Smoker and says that they're going to head for Green Bit from here. And so on and so forth. So that's the whole bit. That's the next destination. The next destination for Luffy and his crew, and I guess Law, is going to head for the island of Green Bit. Now, the rest of the chapter was a mixture of different things, but most of it was just, we have a scene with Smoker and Luffy. They're talking about where Chopper and Nami are, and they're ready to set sail. Send the children with the Marines, and the Marines are like, they're all being between each other, between them and the Straw Hats. Saying, "Oh, you're scum of the earth. You're pirates and you're scum," and all this stuff. And this was actually a good part of the chapter, I thought, too. It wasn't really that good. I mean, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 just because of the ending. The ending was boss. Oh, the ending was boss. 4 out of 5, no question. But basically, the middle part was with Straw Hats, Nami especially, and everybody, and the pirate and the Marines, and they're saying pirates are scum. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Telling the kids on the tanker they can't look at the pirates because they're scum of the earth. And then I'm saying, she's happy that they will get the treatment they need. Vegapunk's going to help cure the side effects of the candy, and so on and so forth. And basically, there was an interesting scene with how the kids were really, they wanted to really thank the Straw Hats. They said, no, they were, even though they didn't know us, they helped us. They were trying everything they can to help us in our situation. That was basically what the kids were doing. And the Marines kept going on and on about it. That they're scum of the earth, and don't look at them. Pirates are dirty and have body odor, and shouldn't do that. And then Tashiki screams, "Enough! You're a disgrace!" And then the Marines like saying, "But seas those who battle through their outlaws will begin to admire and respect them, even though they're pirates." And then she's laughing. So it was kind of a joke there. And then, that moves on from there. Luffy says, "Oh, bizarre Marines." And from there, they all set sail. They bring the Marines leave with the kids. And they set sail. From there, Doflamingo. Oh, shit! This was the highlight of the chapter. By no means was the middle part like. The middle part was good, but the highlight was the end. Which I think the highlights of this chapter were probably the beginning and the end. Law. I'm probably gonna. This is what I'm gonna call this chapter. Review. I was thinking like Law's deal and Doflamingo's anger. Something along those lines. Because Doflamingo's basically flying around, trying to get to Baby 5 and Buffalo. And he says something, he says to think that the sky path would be cut off while he's flying through the air. To think that the sky path was to be cut off. That interests me. Because I think that is actually a clue as to what his Dofus does. His Dofus ability. He said sky path. Very interesting. Very interesting. What do you meant by that? So he obviously gets to the boat, the raft where Baby 5 and Buffalo are. Their heads. Just their heads. I'm like, ugh. Fucking Law, man. He's ruthless. And they're telling him that, apologizing to the young master and everything. And there's a bomb there that he destroys Doflamingo. And we see which I found very interesting. There was a Mushi Mushi that looked exactly like Law. That had me in stitches. I was like, that was awesome. And basically what's going on now is this conversation between Law and Doflamingo. And basically he's saying, "Oh, dragging your ass from your throne." And Doflamingo's telling him, "It's really been a while. You're a hard man to get hold of, Law." And he's wondering where Caesar is. We have Caesar, so on and so forth. And Law doesn't even waste any time. He says, "Let's get down to business." And Doflamingo goes, "Don't fuck with me, boy." It's like saying, "Don't mess with me, you fucking rookie," and everything. And basically, he's saying to Doflamingo that, "Oh, your partner is Kaido, one of the 4 Yonkos, correct? He's someone you shouldn't fuck with." And that if he finds out that you can't produce Smiley anymore, which is the gas and everything, then he's going to come after you. And you won't be able to deal with a temperament like him. And then Law's telling him, "You wipe the floor with you." And then he's telling Doflamingo, saying, "You're taking the joke a little bit too far. What do you want in exchange for Caesar? What are your demands?" And basically, he gets down to the point, Law. He says, "I want you to stop being the Shubakai." And basically, the more or less thing of it is, if tomorrow's newspaper says, "Do you no longer the Shubakai, I will contact you again. And if not, take care." And then he hangs up. And it's not even... He slams the phone, Mushi Mushi, and you just see that panel with his eyes, Doflamingo's eyes. Oh my god, he's seething! Seething! Ugh. overall, fantastic chapter. 4 out of 5, no question. I want to give it a 5 out of 5, but because the middle part was more or less other stuff going on, I want to just give it a 4 out of 5. So yeah. But this still was a great chapter. Can't wait to see where it goes from here for next week. It's going to go into a new island. So, it should be interesting. I'm going to a new island. Green Point, I believe it was called. Gotta wonder what that's going to entail. Now, obviously, we didn't get the reveal of the person in the boat. But nevertheless, this still was a good chapter. 4 to 5, no questions asked. Law. Hey, listen. Law. Lay down the law. That's what your review go. Laying down the law on Doflamingo. It was just unbelievable because when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, look what he just did. It was like, oh, buzz, big slap, big slap, big slap. He used hockey law on Doflamingo. Grade A hockey. Armaments hockey on this mofo. So it should be interesting to see what happens during the next week and the following weeks of this. If he does not, if he stops being a super guy, which, and I want to go in deeper on this, but I want to end this video right now. But it's funny because the same thing with Doflamingo is the same thing with Hancock, and to some extent, but I don't think I would put Jinbei in the same category. But Hancock was a Shubakai, and she became a Shubakai so she could protect that island, the Amazon Lily Island. Now, Doflamingo is the same situation with De La Rosa, so it's something to think about. So basically, the law is telling him you're not going to hide behind anything else. You're not going to hide behind. You're not going to be Shubakai and hide behind that anymore. You're going to drop it, and then I'll give it down. And if you dropped it, no longer being a Shubakai, I will contact you with more details. And that's just like there, bitch slap, right into Doflamingo's face. So that's what should be interesting. So yeah, I thought this was a great chapter. 4 out of 5, no questions asked. Doflamingo was seething. He was angry as fuck. Man, if he gets a hold of law, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But overall, good chapter of One Piece. Some Bankai 2. After this, I will do the Bleach review. Not going to do the intro, the opening. Not going to do the opening. Because I want to do it real quick. And tomorrow, I might be doing an unboxing. Yeah. There's a slight possibility I might be doing an unboxing of Robin Pop. You'll see. You'll see. It's been Bankai 22. I'll see you guys later. Doflamingo is pissed. See ya.